balance might look different for everyone, but it's important to include time for things like exercise, relaxation, relationships. Even if the results aren't immediately obvious, it gives you a sense matters is getting back on track. Motivation fades or challenges arise. It's what enables you. It's easy to get sidetracked by distraction. Control isn't about it's about you stick to your goals and improves over time. One of the most important aspects of mastering discipline is creating good habits. Habits are the building blocks of discipline. When you establish good habits, you don't have to think twice about doing the right thing. You do it automatically. Start small by focusing on one or two positive habits that your discipline will grow. For example, if you want to improve your physical health, commit to working out for just 20 minutes a day. As you make this a habit, your discipline will naturally expand to other areas. Time is your most valuable resource. When you master time management, you create the space to focus on what's truly important. Prioritize tasks that align with your goals, and avoid wasting time on things. Delaying gratification is about choosing long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Instead of giving in to instant satisfaction, discipline teaches you to focus on the bigger picture. This might mean sacrificing time with friends to work on a project, or putting in extra hours instead of lounging around. While delayed gratification can be challenging, the payoff is enormous. Mental toughness is built over time by consistently practicing discipline, setting and achieving small goals, and developing a strong mindset. The more you push yourself to stay disciplined, the stronger your mental resilience becomes. When you encounter challenges or setbacks, mental toughness allows you to stay focused on your helps keep you on track. Find a mentor, a coach, or a friend who can check in with you regularly and remind you of your goals. Accountability partners are there to encourage you when you're feeling discouraged and to celebrate your successes. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and who are committed to your success. Mastering discipline also means embracing discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Discipline requires you to step outside of what's familiar and push yourself to take action, even when it feels uncomfortable. Whether it's working out when you don't feel like it, tackling a challenging project at work, or having a difficult conversation with someone, discipline means facing discomfort head-on and doing what needs to be done. The more you practice stepping into discomfort, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined in other areas of your life. It's through discomfort that you grow and improve. Mastering discipline means welcoming that challenge rather than avoiding it. Another important aspect of discipline is self-reflection. To truly master discipline, you need to regularly assess your progress and take time to reflect on your actions, your habits, and your decisions. Are you staying disciplined in the areas that matter most? Are there areas where you could push yourself harder or be more consistent? Self-reflection helps you stay honest with yourself and gives you the insight you need to continue growing. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and forget to take a step back and evaluate your efforts. But regular self-reflection keeps you aligned with your goals and ensures that your discipline is working for you. Finally, discipline is self-compassion. No one is perfect and you will slip up from time to time. It's easy to get discouraged when you miss a goal or break a habit. But mastering discipline means not beating yourself up over mistakes. Instead of dwelling on failures, a disciplined person understands that setbacks are a natural part of the process, and they don't let them define their journey. Practice self-compassion by forgiving yourself and getting back on track quickly. Remember that discipline is a long-term commitment, and mistakes are just part of the learning process. Mastering the art of discipline is a lifelong process. It takes time, effort, and persistence, but the rewards are well worth it. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. When you master discipline, you take control of your life and your future. You become the person who gets things done, who overcomes obstacles, and who achieves their goals. To start today, commit to mastering discipline and watch as it transforms every area of your life. of your path is one of the most powerful choices you can make in life. It means taking full responsibility for where you are and where you want to go. It's about recognizing that your life, your choices, and your future are in your hands. No one else is responsible for your success or your failure. It's easy to point fingers at circumstances, other people, or external forces when things don't go the way you want. But the moment you stop blaming and start owning your journey, everything changes. The power to shape your life lies within you. When you take ownership of your path, you're making a commitment to stop waiting for things to happen and start making things happen. It means realizing that every decision you make, big or small, has a direct impact on your life. Your career, your relationships, your health, and your happiness are all outcomes of the choices you make each day. Taking ownership isn't about blaming yourself for mistakes. It's about taking responsibility for the direction you're moving in. It's understanding that you are the author of your story and you hold the pen. The first step in taking ownership is accepting the reality that you are in control of your own life. No one is coming to save you. You cannot wait for opportunities to follow you. Luck or hope for someone else to make things happen for you. Taking ownership requires a shift in mindset. It's no longer about being a passive participant in your own life, waiting for things to fall into place. Serious any waste is a minute you can't get back. So be intentional with how you spend your time. Another powerful step in taking ownership of your path is setting clear, actionable goals. When you set goals, you give yourself a roadmap for success. Without clear goals, it's easy to get lost, distracted, or aimlessly wander through life. Merge goals into smaller, more manageable steps and start feeling overwhelmed. Accountability is a key component of taking ownership of your path. When you take ownership, you're not just responsible for your actions, you're also responsible for the outcomes. This means holding yourself accountable for the progress you make toward your goals. It's easy to make excuses when things aren't going well. Taking ownership means refusing to let yourself off the hook. You have to stay committed even when things get tough. If you're not progressing toward your goals, and ultimately create the life you want. One of the most important lessons in taking ownership is the realization that nobody owes you success. Nobody is going to hand it to you on a silver platter. The world doesn't owe you success, happiness, or anything else. If you want something, you have to go after it. Taking ownership means rejecting the idea mistakes, failures, or traumas to define them. But taking ownership requires you to release the hold that the past has on you. Your past does not dictate your future. You cannot move forward if you're constantly looking behind you. While it's important to learn from your mistakes, you cannot let them prevent you from taking action today. Let go of the past, forgive yourself, and move forward. You have to believe in your ability to succeed, even when others doubt you, or when things don't go as planned. Self-doubt can be a huge obstacle, but when you take ownership, you learn to trust yourself and your decisions. Believe that you have what it takes to create the life you want. Cultivate self-confidence by focusing on your strengths and reminding yourself for your take ownership. You realize that you have the power to create your own happiness. Happiness isn't something that's given to you. It's something that you create by choosing how you respond to life's challenges. When you take ownership of your path, you stop relying on others to make you happy. Instead, you create your own joy by choosing to focus on the positive and being grateful for what you have. Taking ownership of your path doesn't mean that everything will be easy. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But when you take ownership, you don't see these challenges as roadblocks. You see them as opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen your resolve. The more you take ownership of your life, the more resilient you become. You learn to face difficulties head-on, knowing that they are part of the process. The road may not always be smooth, but you will always be in control of your destination. Number 9, set standards that push you forward. Setting standards that push you forward is one of the most powerful ways to ensure that you don't settle for mediocrity and that you continue to grow and improve. When you set standards for yourself, you define the level of excellence you expect in every area of your life. Standards are not just about what you do. They reflect who you are and what you stand for. They reflect the boundaries you set for your behavior, your habits, and your achievements. standards. You are creating the foundation for a life of purpose and success. Without clear standards, it's easy to drift through life without direction, never achieving potential. But with strong standards, you create a roadmap that leads to a better, more fulfilled version of yourself. The first step in setting standards that push you forward is understanding the difference between goals and standards. Goals are specific objectives you want to achieve, such as running a marathon, launching a business, or saving a certain amount of money. Standards, on the other hand, are the qualities or behaviors you expect of yourself every day. They are the non-negotiable elements of your character and work ethic that you uphold no matter the circumstances. Setting high standards is not about perfection. It's about consistently striving to be the best version of yourself. When your standards are high, every action you standards that push you forward is not just about achieving success in one area of your life. It's about creating a mindset of continuous improvement. You unlock your full potential and create a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. Number 2, stumble. It seems like there's always something pulling you away from the task at hand. But if you want to achieve anything meaningful in life, you must learn to stop letting distractions control you. Distractions are the silent killers of activity, focus, and progress. They erode your time, energy, and potential. And yet, many people allow these distractions to dictate their lives. Intentional, disciplined, and focused. The first step in taking control of your distractions is acknowledging their existence. Distractions are not just external, but internal as well. They can come in the form of thoughts, doubts, or impulses that pull your attention away from what matters. It's easy to think that distractions are just part of the modern world, and in many ways, they are. However, the problem arises when you allow them to dominate your time and thoughts. The more you feed into distractions, the harder it becomes to break free from them. Your ability to focus is like a muscle, and if you don't train it, it will weaken. Distractions are like weights that prevent your muscle from growing stronger. If you allow yourself to be constantly pulled in different directions, your progress will always be slow and uneven. One of the most powerful ways to stop letting distractions control you is to define what matters most to you. When you have a clear vision of your goals and what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to ignore the things that don't align with your purpose. Without a clear vision, distractions are more tempting because you don't have a strong sense of direction. When you're uncertain about what you want, it's easy to drift and get caught up in the next shiny object. But once you define your purpose and set specific goals, distractions are necessary. Saying yes to your own success. You are choosing to focus on what matters most to you and not allowing external demands to control your schedule. A major part of overcoming distractions is training your mind to focus. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information, and it's easy to lose concentration. One of the most effective ways to improve your focus is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves gently bring it back to the task at hand. This can be done through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even simple awareness throughout the day. The more you practice mindfulness, the better you become at discipline, making it harder for distractions to take hold. One method to manage your time better is to use the Pomodoro technique, which involves working for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. During that 25 minutes, you focus entirely on one task, and when the timer goes off, you take a short break before repeating the cycle. This technique helps prevent burnout while also ensuring that you stay focused during work periods. By setting clear time blocks and sticking to them, you make it easier to resist distractions and stay on track. Accountability can also play a huge role in reducing distractions. When you have someone to check in with, whether it's a friend, mentor, or colleague, you are more likely to stay focused and avoid distractions. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility that motivates you to stay on track. When you know that someone else is aware of your goals and progress, you are less likely to give in to distractions. If you don't have someone to hold you accountable, consider finding a partner or creating a system where you can track your progress and report it to someone else. Accountability adds a layer of commitment that helps you stay focused. A big part of stopping distractions is learning to manage your energy. Distractions often creep in when you're mentally or physically exhausted. If you're tired, your willpower is depleted, and you're more likely to give in to distractions. That's why it's important to prioritize self-care and energy management. Take breaks when you need them. Get enough sleep. Eat healthy foods. And make time for exercise. When your energy is high, your ability to focus and resist distractions improves significantly. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter by taking care of your body and mind. Building a routine that supports your goals is another effect. Being consistent over time can have a profound impact on your life. The more you focus on cultivating positive habits, the more in control you'll feel. Another critical element of control is your ability to make choices. Every day, you are faced with decisions, both big and small. The choices you make, social media notifications. We're used to seeing fast results, and when we don't get them immediately, we feel discouraged. The problem with this mindset is that it overlooks one of the greatest benefits of consistency is that it allows you to focus on the process rather than the outcome. When you focus only on the result, you might feel frustrated or discouraged when things don't happen as quickly as you want. But when you focus on consistently doing the work, the outcome takes care of itself. You stop obsessing over the finish line and instead focus on improving every day. This shift in focus is incredibly freeing. It takes the pressure off and allows you to enjoy the journey, knowing that each step you take is moving you closer to your goal. It helps you stay present and engaged in the process, instead of being fixated on when things will happen. Consistency also breeds resilience. When you keep showing up, even in the face of setbacks and failures, you learn how to handle adversity. You develop the ability. Resilience is built by repeatedly facing challenges and overcoming them. And this is exactly what consistency does for you. It forces you to confront obstacles, but it also gives you the chance to overcome them and grow stronger in the process. As you continue to push through difficult moments, you build the mental toughness needed to handle whatever life throws at you. Consistency gives you a sense of control. In a world where so much is outside your control, it's easy to feel powerless. But by consistently working toward your goals, you take control of your own destiny. You can't control the external circumstances, but you can control your actions. And by focusing on what you can control, your mindset, your habits, you can make progress no matter what's going on around you. This sense of control is empowering. It reminds you that your future is in your hands, and that you are the one who determines the outcome of your life. While consistency is undoubtedly powerful, it's also important to understand that it doesn't mean being perfect. Perfection is unrealistic and can actually hinder progress. Consistency is about showing up, even when things aren't perfect. It's about making progress, not achieving perfection. There will be days when you fall short, and that's okay. What matters is that you get back up and keep going. The key is to stay committed to the process, even on the difficult days, and to maintain your focus on what you can control. One of the most challenging parts of consistency is overcoming the temptation to quit. It's easy to give up when things get tough, but that's when consistency becomes the most important. Quitting might seem like the easy option in the short term, but it's the consistent effort that leads to success. When you feel like quitting, remember that the most successful people didn't quit. They kept going, even when it was hard. They kept showing up day after day, and that's what allowed them to achieve their goals. If you can push through those moments of doubt and keep going, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Number 13, build habits that align with your goals. If you want to achieve anything in life, whether it's success in your career, personal development, or health, the most important thing you need to focus on is your habits. Your habits shape who you are and determine what you achieve. The truth is, it's not your talent, your circumstances, or even your willpower that will get you where you want to go. It's your habits. The way you spend your time, the routines you follow, and the small actions you take each day are the building blocks of your future. So, the first step toward achieving your goals is to build habits that are in alignment with the person you want to become.